Hi, my name's Linnea. I am finally starting my YouTube channel. I've wanted to do this for a very long time. 2018 is the year. I'm going to start my videos with the best of 2017. Everything that I've loved this past year and can't get enough of. I'm going to go in the order that I would apply stuff for the most part. We're going to start with primer. My favorite primer of the year was the Becca First Light Primer. Yeah, the First Light Primer. It's purple. It works beautifully under all different foundations. There's not one that I found that it doesn't work well with. It gives a good luminosity to the skin. I love it. I use it all the time. My favorite foundation for the entire year is the Clinique Acne Solutions foundation. I love this foundation. It gives a beautiful luminous skin glow to the skin. It makes my skin just look alive. I wear it a lot, and I wear it to work. And it lasts all day. I don't have any issues with it lasting. It is an acne solution foundation, but I wouldn't really worry too much about it being an acne solution because I don't really know that it does anything for acne, but it's my top foundation for the year. My next foundation that I love was the Natasha Denona Foundation X. I love this foundation because unlike the Clinique foundation, it's more of a demi-matte. It's not as luminous, very long lasting, beautiful finish to the skin. I really like that. And I'll switch between the two of those. I have many more foundations, but I tend to switch between those two the most. My favorite concealer for the year was the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I love this concealer. It goes on under my eyes beautifully. I never have a problem with it creasing or cracking or looking dry. It goes on beautifully. I love it. It's my favorite concealer for the entire year. My favorite setting powder for the year and my favorite setting powder under my eyes, buffing powder, loose powder, and for setting under my eyes is the Cover FX Translucent Light powder. I love this powder. It's beautiful. I have many different powders, but I love this. I always reach for this, and I always have a backup in my collection. So let's go on to bronzers. My favorite bronzers for the year are the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. Beautiful packaging, Charlotte Tilbury. It's a gorgeous color. This is the color right here. I don't tend to use the highlight very often, but I love the bronzer. I'll swatch it for you. It's just beautiful. And it's a beautiful bronzer. It doesn't look like much when you first put it on the skin, but you can build it up and it looks gorgeous once you've built it up a bit. That's my favorite. And my second favorite is the Marc Jacobs. Got something on the front of it. It's white. It was with the summer collection. It's the Tantastic bronzer. This was limited edition, but I hear that they're bringing it back and I'm so happy about it. I use this all the time. I do have this on today. And I'll swatch that for you. Much deeper of a bronzer. It has more of an orange tone, but it's got a very pretty sheen that it gives to the skin. It's very, very pretty. I'm so glad that they're going to be bringing this back. I'm going to move on to highlighters. Trying not to drop anything, but highlighters that I love. The Natasha Denona Glow All Over Glow Face and Body. I love this for my body. I don't really use this on my face at all. It's a beautiful highlighter, but I don't really ever use it for my face. There it is right there. I love to use it on my clavicle, on my shoulders, on my shins. It gives a beautiful shimmer to the shin. Just anywhere on the body. I love that. I love that highlighter. I'm wiping away my bronzers, and there's that highlight right there on the top. I'm not sure. I hope you can see that. There you go. I'm going to put my rest of my highlighters there as well. My first face highlighting palette that I love is the Blanc de Sable. I know this is something that was limited edition. I don't think you can get it anymore, but this was something that was my favorite for the entire year. The names are in French. I don't pretend to know French, so these are my two favorites, these two right here. I mix them a lot and I wear them individually a lot. And I'll swatch those two for you. One's a nice vanilla and the other one is a nice peachy gold color. There's those colors right there. Stunning. I love them. I love an intense highlighter. And then most recently, I love the Anastasia Glow Kits. This is the Sweets, the Sugar Collection. Yeah, the Sugar Collection. I love these highlighters. I love the Marshmallow and Starburst. Those I love the most. And I like to mix them a lot. One is, again, a yellowy white color, and then the other one's got a pink shift to it. Those are all my favorite highlighters of the year. They last all day. I have on today the marshmallow. I'm wearing as many of my favorites as I possibly could today. Let's move on to blushes. My favorite blushes for the year. I picked out two. I have a large collection. I just picked out two just to save time for the video. Elegance by Chanel. Absolutely beautiful. I have that on my face today. It goes beautifully with any purple looks. It's absolutely a stunning blush. I wanted it for a very long time. Bought it and can't stop using it. It's a peachy brown. It's right up here. You can see that. Very pretty color. And then the Natasha Denona Blush Duo Palette number 10. I love Tutu. That's the color that I use the most. And that's it right here. This color. I don't really use that at all, but I love this. I got this in my Beautylish Lucky Bag last year, and I fell in love. And there's the difference in the two. Brown, really peachy. It really covers you for both. Just drop that blush, but just really beautiful glowing blush. I love that blush. Moving right along. This is going very well so far. I'm going to move on to eyeshadow palettes. I'm a little bit of an eyeshadow junkie. It's a problem for me, but I'm not getting any help. I'm just going to keep getting my eyeshadow palettes. I'm just kidding. I'm really trying to focus my collection now on things that I really truly want, not buying every single solitary palette that comes out. It just gets out of control at times. But my favorite palettes for the year, I know that this didn't come out this year, it came out in 2016, but I continued using this into the beginning of this year, was the Huda Beauty Rose Gold, or Textured Gold, what's it called? Rose Gold? Textured Eyeshadow Palette, Rose Gold Edition. I love this palette. I know a lot of people don't like it because these heavier eyeshadows on the bottom, the textured gold, eyeshadows that people had a difficult time using. I don't have a hard time using it. I'm hitting pan on rose gold, which makes me very sad. These are unbelievable eyeshadows. This is rose gold. This is rose gold. And this is one of the mattes. They go on like a dream. And as long as you use your finger with those textured eyeshadows, you will get a stunning look with them. I love them. I have to talk myself out of using this palette. My daughter and I are into makeup, and she's always stealing my palette. I love this palette. Beautiful palette. Of course, she came out with her new Desert Dusk palette this year. I love this as well. And I love it that it's a different tones. I love the purple tones in this palette. Purple on my eye color looks very, very pretty. So these are my two favorite in this palette. And let's swatch a purple. There's those three colors. I absolutely love these. Let me swatch them for you here. This palette is just stunning. Looks so pretty with that Elegance blush. There's those three eyeshadows I just swatched for you. Beautiful eyeshadow palette. I love them. I love Huda Beauty palettes. She came out with those little bitty palettes this year as well. Of course I have them, but those two palettes were definitely part of my favorites this year. Next palette that I'm moving along to, over the summer I got the, along with everyone else, I got the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I wasn't going to buy this because I really am not a huge Urban Decay Naked fan. I have number 1. I gave away number 2 and 3. But this is the eyeshadow. Try not to blind you. I love this. It really is very different. Gives beautiful looks. I love warm toned palettes. I'm just going to pick out a couple of these and swatch them for you. It's just a beautiful palette. Again, very easy to use. You really truly can get multiple different looks out of this palette. And it's a very easy all-in-one palette. Just a bunch I just picked out to show you. I love equally the shimmer shades and the matte shades. They're all beautiful in here. And it has a really nice brow bone highlight as well. So that was the Naked Heat. That was over the summer that I got that, and I wore that. I was actually surprised at how much I wore that palette. The next palette that I got, dropped it, is the Just Peachy palette. I was not going to, Just Peachy Mattes, sorry, by Too Faced. I was not going to get this palette, and after watching several different YouTubers rave about this palette, I said, you know what? I'm going to pick it up and see what I think. I have it on today. Love it. Absolutely love it. That's the Just Peachy Matte. My favorite color is Peach Sangria. And I love Peach Cobbler. I love Just Peachy. I love this entire, and Peach Meringue, it's the white color that you can do as a brow bone highlight. I absolutely love it. And it's the first palette that's ever gotten me excited. That's the sangria color. That's what I have all over my eye. I have this on my brow bone and probably a mixture of the rest of them on my crease. But this is the first palette that got me excited about doing a all matte palette, or an all matte eyeshadow look. I really love it. Beautiful palette, and I'm so glad that I got it. They're coming out with the white peach, and trying not to buy every palette from every collection. I'm trying to whittle down the collection a bit. But I love that palette. It was just absolutely the best buy that I got. On top of that today, I'm wearing the Natasha Denona eyeshadow. And the Natasha Denona eyeshadows that I'm talking about that are in my favorite, I have other ones, but these are the ones that are in my favorite, are actually her holiday collection. This is the 01, the Joya. Beautiful colors. It's just a stunning palette. I love this eyeshadow. I love using these eyeshadows as toppers. There is a matte in here, right there. And swatch a couple of these for you. These are absolutely beautiful, and I know a lot of people had a problem with them. When I was recording this video before, I had a problem with mine, which I've never had a problem with before. Two of the colors fell out of one of the eyeshadow palettes. I was very upset about it, but I called Sephora. They swapped it out for me. No issues at all. There's 3 of the colors from that. They're just beautiful as toppers. They just give like an extra dimension to the skin. I love it. My hand is getting definitely stained from doing all of these. I'll put the other ones on the other hand. And then this is the palette that broke that I had to replace. I do have, what color? Red bronze on my eyes today, on top of that Just Peachy palette. I'm going to swatch a couple of these. These are absolutely, it's hard for me to swatch the other one. These are absolutely gorgeous. We'll do the blue. We'll do one of the mattes on this palette for you so you can see them. Oh, those 3 colors, just stunning. I love them. Ooh. I mean, that nude color you could wear, I want you to see it. That nude color you could wear on top of any eyeshadow, and it would just give dimension to your skin. I hope you're seeing that. And the blue is beautiful. That's the matte, and I love these. I absolutely love them. They are a limited edition. They are the holiday collection for Natasha Denona this year. But if you can find it, I would grab it as fast as you could. I just really love these palettes. Okay, moving right along. We're going to go to, we're doing better than I thought. We're going to go to lip liners, eyeliners. Quickly, my favorite brow product that I use every single solitary day is the Natasha Denona Dip Brow. I'm in the color Chocolate. I use this all the time. I think I've had this for about a year. It's still got a ton left in there. I love it, so I'll continue to use it. My favorite eyeliners for the year were the Marc Jacobs eyeliners. This is in a cocoa. It's a nice brown. I could swatch all these for you. I love this eyeshadow, or this eyeliner for the waterline. It does not budge. It doesn't go anywhere on you. I love it, and I have it on today. My second favorite, or equally favorite, eyeliner is MAC Costa Riche. If you have blue or green eyes, this eyeliner is amazing in the waterline. It lasts all day. It's beautiful. There's Costa Riche, and then I can do the Marc Jacobs for you. Pretty similar, but one of them is a little bit, that's the Marc Jacobs, and that's the MAC. One's a little bit warmer than the other. And then my favorite my favorite liquid liner for doing a wing liner is the Kat Von D Trooper. I have a ton of these. I have a ton of the sample ones. They were Point Perks before, and I have multiple of the large ones. It's just got a beautiful tip to it. It's easy to do. It makes doing a wing liner very easy. And 2 lip liner favorites. The Sephora, I love all the Sephora lip liners. They're beautiful. This is in a nude. You'll see when I do my lipsticks, I'm really into nude lipsticks. I just like the way that they look on my lips. This is the color Nude, 01 Nude. The Nudist, sorry. There's the 01, the Nudist, right there. And then Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I love her. Liquid are her lip liners. So there's a nude, and then Charlotte Tilbury's more of an orange color. It's beautiful. I have Charlotte Tilbury on today. So on to lipsticks. Favorite lipsticks of the year. Urban Decay Back Talk. I just knocked over a lip gloss. Urban Decay Back Talk. I love this. It's a mauve color. Just a really pretty color. Back Talk. Beautiful color. Lasts for a very long time. It's a lipstick that I wear quite often because I love those mauve tones. A liquid lipstick that I really love that I got for the holiday, around the holidays, Anastasia Beverly Hills Trouble. This has got more gray base, brown base to it. Very pretty. It's right there. It's a very pretty color. And these dry down nicely and they have a very good wear time. I love to top that with, I love the Marc Jacobs liquid, or I'm sorry, the Marc Jacobs lip glosses. This is Skin Deep. Trouble with Skin Deep over it. Beautiful. That was some recommendation from someone I watched online. These are very opaque and they last a very long time. I have Naked on today. There's Naked. Right there. As you can see, kind of a trend we got going here. And then my favorite all-time MAC lipstick that I just started using this year because MAC lipsticks used to make my lips peel. They don't anymore. Is Blankety. I mean, everyone and their mother knows what Blankety is. Again, another nude. It's like a less shiny version of Naked, of Skin Deep. There's a little bit of a theme we got going on here. Okay, so we're making great time here. My favorite setting spray of the year, I don't tend to use it all the time, but when I want to be a little extra, my favorite setting spray is the Glam Glow Glow Setter. I don't use it that often, as you can see, but it really does work, and it just gives you a little bit extra. I did put it on today. It smells great, too. And my favorite perfume of the year is the Elizabeth and James Rose Nirvana. I've turned a lot of people onto this. Spray it. Smell it sometime when you're in the store. It's beautiful. I love it. I got this at the Nordstrom semi-annual sale. I got the great. Hope that you enjoyed this. Know that I am not sponsored, that I purchase all my makeup on my own. And as I get better at this, my videos hopefully will get much better. You'll see my beauty room. This is a new room that I'm using now, that it will grow with me as my channel grows, I hope. You'll see some changes in, I don't really have everything decorated and set up the exact way that I want it, so you'll see that happen. And please, if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, and hopefully I'll have my next video up very soon.